I continue to observe the March and March movement. And as much as I have said that, look, we can't just reduce this to xenophobia, Afrophobia, all these things that these politicians are saying, because we're not being honest. And if we're going to use Pan Africanism to manipulate the situation, I'm also not about that. As much as I really think I'm a true Pan Africanist, you know? And I mean, how dare anyone to challenge me? I mean, I've been on this Pan African journey for a very long time, learning many things from many elders, which in ways, Obadele Kambone, before you even talk about Marcus Garvey, the historical figure, Wonkru, look, I've traveled the journey, but now I'm worried in South Africa. Again, there's a conversation around a young Tsonga man who lost his life. Sadly, I don't know all the facts around that. I still need to look into it. But my worry is I'm seeing that Tsonga people are raising concerns about this. And I mean, I don't know the facts yet. If you know the facts, maybe you can share in the comments what happened exactly, who did what. But I mean, we are again not being honest, African family. I'm talking to Black South Africans now. So I watched a video just now where Tsonga people were raising their concerns. I looked at the comments and everyone was saying, no, you guys are trying to just raise drama. We are united as South Africans. There is no, hate of Tsonga guys. Guys, can we stop that thing? Can we just be truthful? That's why the title of this video is Africa Can't Solve It Without Truth. Y'all can't solve anything without truth. It's the same point I'm making about Pan-Africanism. The reason why it's not solving the issues is because it's not based on truth. These leaders just use it to manipulate the people. Even like I just said, the Pan-African grifter, foreign minister of Ghana, is it Ablakwa? Pan-African grifter. So now the other honest conversation we need to have in South Africa is the reality. I'm Venda, Dimu Venda, and I would know this. Venda and Tsonga people, and a lot of people, all of us from Limpopo, have always been discriminated against. We've always been marginalized and othered in this country. Now, if you don't want to be truthful about that, but you want to comment about how Pan-Africanism is being used to manipulate us, you're still not being truthful. If you are from this country and you're going to pretend you are not aware of the marginalization of Bafenda, Batsonga, Bapedi, and other groups from Limpopo, if you're going to pretend that's not real, then we are not being truthful yet. We are still not getting there. See, in order to heal our divisions truly, we must have truthful conversations. And that's why I agree. The conversation has to be had with our African brothers and sisters. The conversation has to be had about the issues of law, order, principle, truth. That's what it's about for me. And so South Africans, I'm not trying to be popular with y'all. I'm just saying the position of truth is what's going to solve this. So it's the other position of truth. Bavenda and Batsonga have every right to be concerned about themselves in this kind of political and social climate. That is a reality. If you're going to pretend this is not real, then I can't hear you either when you say Pan-Africanism is being used to manipulate us. Can we be truthful, African people, wherever we are on this continent? Can we be truthful about everything? No, it's the same thing with Nigerians. They know all their groups don't necessarily like each other and get along in their countries, but they want to pretend some Pan-African thing. What Pan-African thing can you talk about when the people in your closest proximity you have issues with? All I'm saying, let us be truthful about all of it. Not some of it, all of it. The tensions we've had with each other as the different groups in South Africa, let's be honest about that too. Let's not pretend these things don't exist. Okay? I'm proud of my roots, man, and I can't be anything else. No one can compel me and force me to denounce who I am and my roots and try to make me be, speak another language. I speak Chivenda as a home language. Doesn't mean I don't speak other languages, but I'm very clear on who I am, and I'm fine. I'm good in my own skin with my history, my culture, my ancestors. Now, if I meet you and that seems to be a problem for you that I'm not from your group and I speak another language, then we're going to have a problem. Doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what your color is, what language or culture it is. It's just natural human thing. We're going to have conflict. A human being who's comfortable and confident in themselves are not going to compromise themselves just so that, they can get along. No. So it's another challenge. Let's be truthful about all of it. All of it. One love, African family. Mukondeleli muraudzi wagoba masenga.